Hello, lettering friend. I'm Sarah from Ensign Insights, and I am so excited to share this with you today. I have brand new worksheets, and this is the main style, but there is a little twist to these worksheets. They are for spring, and it's a 30-day challenge. So instead of just a bunch of worksheets to learn a certain style, this is specifically to give you something to letter every day for the next 30 days. And I'm going to show you day by day, page by page, so you can get a feel for what these worksheets are going to look like. This is the first time I've created worksheets like this. The three main struggles I hear with practicing lettering is number one, having the time to practice, number two, feeling motivated to practice, and number three, knowing what to practice. So I made these worksheets to be an answer to all three of those struggles. So let's take a look at these worksheets. So the first page is an intro to explain it, what you need to know, and then there's a checklist to go through the challenge. Day one is a quick start of the alphabet with uppercase and lowercase, and then day two is the lowercase alphabet. And you can see these are best for small brush pens. I'm using Pentel Touch brush pens. There are lots of really great small brush pens to use. This font style is something that I thought would be fun for spring. It's a little whimsy. It's still pretty basic, but just a fun little style to have for spring. And day three is for the uppercase alphabet. And this is where you start seeing that really whimsical style. Lots of loops, lots of curves. It felt like a fun spring style to me. And you can see I'm using the Stabilo brush pens here. These are not technically small brush pens. These are more of a medium size. So the upstrokes are not going to be as thin as an actual small brush pen. But that gives you another option if you want to work with some different pens. And we're going to work with even more pens in a little bit. So for day 4 and day 5, these are spring words for every letter of the alphabet, just to give you more practice with the uppercase letters, and then also starting to see how you might start combining your letters and doing different connections to create words in this specific style. And because there are 26 words for this, that's why I made this day 4 and day 5. Of course, if you have more time, you can do all of it in one day. If you have less time, I'm not trying to overwhelm you. The whole point is to give you these quick wins in your lettering when you really don't have time, but you want to get into your lettering. You know, each day, this is what I'm going to be practicing. No pressure, just a lot of fun. And next, starting with day 6 for the next 10 days, it's a specific word in so many different styles. These pages are so much fun. I had a really fun time coming up with these different font styles. Some of these are actual fonts that I have purchased. Some are Google fonts that are free. But the whole idea is to give you lots of different styles, to have fun exploring your different pens. You can see I'm using all different pens for these because different pens give you different styles. So as you're lettering these, you might really not like certain styles, and you might totally fall in love with other styles. And that's the whole point. You don't have to like every style here, but it's just a really great way to get your creativity flowing when you only have a few minutes. Explore different pens, explore different styles. There's no pressure on doing it one exact right way. It's the time to explore and have fun with your lettering. And that is my favorite part, when you're breaking the rules and pushing the boundaries and trying something new and using your own creativity to come up with something that's really fun and exciting to you. Because we're all different and we all have something unique to offer, and we can see that in all the different lettering styles. There is definitely something for every style out there. And if you're wondering what pens I'm using here, I will have a longer video that we're going to do real time of this specific worksheet. So watch out for that. I'll explain more about the fonts and the pens here. But let's go ahead and move on to the next day of the challenge. Starting with day 16 for the next 10 days, we're focusing on quotes in different styles. And I've just done 4 different styles for each quote. And some of them are similar styles, some of them are different. They all have this basic style that we did at the beginning. And then I just did whatever felt fun. And this is to show you that there isn't just one right way to do a quote. You can try all different things and really have fun with it. It can be super, super simple. You can mix fonts. You can add little doodles like a little flower, or just leave it as the words. It really depends on the space you have and how you're feeling that day. And this is the time to explore and see all the different things that you can do. And there's space on these pages to try your own if you have time that day to do that. And all of the quotes are something for spring because this is the spring 30-day challenge. That's the theme we're going with here. And next, starting with day 26 through day 30, we have these journal templates. So these are meant to be something that you can cut out and you're using your lettering to fill them out. And then you can glue them into your journal. And if you don't have a journal, you can just fill them out right on the paper. And I'm going to show you how you might use them on the iPad as well. But these templates are just supposed to be a cute little way where you are using your lettering instead of tracing your lettering. Now you get to freehand it, come up with whatever you want, and letter in a way that's meaningful to you, using these templates as a guide to get started. And these are meant for an A4 journal size. So this is my Archer and Olive pink journal, and this is what it might look like if I was going to add these to this page. And the Grateful and Memories as well, it fits just right. And the templates on day 30 are a little bit smaller, so they could go in a smaller journal. And then I also have the journal inserts. These ones could be like bookmarks or maybe just the side of the page, and you can add colors to them. I left them black and white so that you can add your own colors. Now let me show you if you're going to use these worksheets on the iPad. You're going to bring the PDF directly into Procreate, and then you want to make sure that Page Assist is turned on, because then you can go through all of the pages really easily, and each page is a separate layer. So some of the differences here, the journal templates are all on an individual page by themselves instead of being better to print out. This way you can fill out your template directly in Procreate. And a few things that I didn't print out that you will see here. There's 75 spring words and 25 extra spring quotes. So if you're done with the worksheets and you want to letter something, that will give you some ideas of what to do. And there's also some extra font inspiration if you want to explore some more spring style fonts. So let me show you how you might letter on these to practice. So you'll go to your layer and then you'll add a new layer above it. And you have to group those layers together to be able to see those layers together. And then I'm just choosing a different color. I'm choosing pink, and then I have my brush pen. I really like the default brush pens in Procreate. And I also like the Rad and Happy brush pens that you can get on her website for free. And then I'm simply tracing this. And you can go through all of the worksheets this way. And then you can always go into your layers and turn off the top layer and start again if you want to. Like, let's say you get through the 30 days and then next year you want to do spring again. And so you can come in and start all over. That's definitely a benefit of doing iPad lettering practice. But I think for me, my first love will always be with pens and paper. So I hope you love these worksheets. I will link them below. I'd love to hear your feedback since it's the first of its kind. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.